Dear USA, all nations, and 7.9 plus billions of humans, please provide the broadcasting on televisions worldwide, and I will get civil justice for entire human kingdom in less than 1 minute. And I will go faster in providing sign of civil justice process for deadliest crime, domestic violence of type refugee, created by Satan, Antichrist, Lucifer, Pope Francis. Okay, so this testimony is about deadliest Pope Francis, Satan alias Lucifer alias Antichrist, created leprosy, domestic violence type refugee to damage human brain nerve cells for fellow mankind with fatal negligence. And yes, Antichrist alias Lucifer alias Satan, Republica Jesuits leader Pope Francis only created refugee worldwide for a tax scandal process model to enforce torture to innocent civilians worldwide daily forever. So that is why United States of America is being handcuffed for at fault and found guilty in all counts of crime of Vatican. And yes, USA nation got all the curses because of the crime of Vatican. So I alone can bail out that fault found guilty. USA nobody can. As of January 2021, USA nation must should not have any refugee programs or asylum parole deadliest slavery process model as of today. So that is the deadliest crime. Okay, so civil justice must be provided. So who in the earth is the United States of America nation to even dare enough to provide refugee program which is classified as Satan process model? Who gave authority to USA even nation to even provide refugee services programs world across all the 50 states? And yes, Satan, Queen Elizabeth II, Pope Francis, and faces of Pope Francis cannot escape death penalty in volcano in Hawaii. And I will first ask Pope Francis to just get out of earth in volcano in Hawaii immediately in next 1 second without any delay. Okay, so what is the public awareness? All nations and USA nation as of January 2021 must never have any foolish leprosy, domestic violence type refugee of any type and versions and variations. So Pope Francis, Lucifer, Antichrist, Lucifer, Republica, Jesuit mandated, enforced foolish leprosy, domestic violence type refugee versions worldwide to destroy the human brain nerves to cells, to be tortured with exponential pain and agony increased and inflicted on the brain nerves, to be tortured forever daily for only tax mandate hell process code of abuse law of Vatican hell creator worldwide, and destroyed humanity with fatal negligence and enforced human brain nerves damages worldwide for fellow mankind. So civil justice must be served. In disease life cycle, always disease creator is highest at fault and never innocent. And based on the severity of the disease, death penalty is the healthy humane wellness process, is the birthrights and awareness that each civilians must be aware of what is excellent healthy death penalty process meeting human standards always in civil justice process. So absolute monarch Satan's only created foolish leprosy domestic violence type refugee for tax mandate process and for only fanatic love of crown. So death penalty in volcano in Hawaii is the healthiest humane standards, excellent civil justice process, closure sign off, and it is the guidelines as in Holy Bible, Book of Life, and absolute monarch Satan's and the organizations and Jesus organizations and the Pope Francis, Queen of England, and faces of Pope are not written in the Holy Bible, Book of Life. So I only will call out by name who should get out of the earth now, starting with Pope Francis, Queen of England, Elizabeth II, etc. So let me continue with this fastest way of signing off civil justice for the closure on deadliest crime, domestic violence of type refugee, created by Satan, Antichrist, Lucifer, Pope Francis. Okay, so Pope Francis should pay tax-free for $500,000 trillion to each civilian times 7.9 plus billions of humans worldwide daily forever. For Satan, Pope Francis only created foolish leprosy, domestic violence, refugee to destroy the human brain's nerve cells for fellow mankind worldwide with fatal negligence. Then Pope Francis only created non-profit organization as in Mother Teresa Orphanage in India with fatal negligence, and also with fatal negligence provided saint title to Mother Teresa with fatal negligence, and also created foolish leprosy domestic violence refugee to enforce and mandate and destroy human brain nerve cells of mankind worldwide with fatal negligence using Vatican Code of Hell Abuse Mandate Tax Mandate Law. So Pope Francis, the Antichrist, the Lucifer, the Satan must should pay tax-free $500,000 to entire human kingdom, for Pope Francis created the deadliest crime, domestic violence, refugee. So Pope Francis only created Salvation Army, UNICEF, AmeriCorps, American Red Cross, Habitat for Human, UNICEF, World Vision, Angel Tree, Christian Missionary Worldwide, and Mother Teresa orphanages in India. And with fatal negligence also created foolish leprosy domestic violence refugee to destroy, enforce and mandate, and then to destroy the human brain nerve cells without any awareness of the civilians is the highest level of the crime of Pope Francis. So Pope Francis should pay $500,000 to entire human kingdom. Then Pope Francis the Satan only allocates all the festival days in the physical calendar year. So Merry Christmas festival, Santa Claus, then Elves, then All Saints Day, then All Souls Day, then Ash Wednesday, then President's Day, then Memorial Day, then Veterans Day, then Happy New Year Festival Day, then Chinese New Year Festival Day, then Feng Shui Astrology of China, then Laughing Buddha Astrology of China, the Number Astrology, Name Astrology, Tarot Reader Astrology Types, then Happy Easter Festival, Good Friday Festival, then Happy Valentine's Day Festival, Happy Halloween Festival, Happy Saint Patrick's Day Festival, Happy Mardi Gras Festival, Happy Diwali Festival of Lights Festival, Happy Holy Festival of Colors Festival, then any Buddhism festival, Jainism festival, Sikhism festival, then Happy Ramadan Festival, then Happy Eid Mubarak Festival, then Happy Muharram Festival, then Happy Hanukkah Festival, must should pay tax-free $500,000 to each civilian times 7.9 plus billions of humans worldwide daily forever. For Pope Francis Satan only created deadliest domestic violence refugee to destroy the human brain nerve cells for fellow mankind with fatal negligence. Then each day of the week, as in Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, must also should pay tax-free $500,000 to each civilian times 7.9 plus billions of humans worldwide daily forever. For Pope Francis, Satan created deadliest domestic violence refugee to destroy the human brain nerve cells for fellow mankind with fatal negligence. Then each planet in solar system, as in Mars, Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, Neptune, Uranus, Earth, Pluto, Saturn, Sun, Moon, stars, galaxy, Milky Way, oceans, atmospheric layers, then fires, then lands, as in mountains and cliffs, then total plant kingdom, then total animal kingdom, must should pay tax-free $500,000 to each civilian times 7.9 plus billions of humans worldwide daily forever. For Pope Francis created deadliest domestic violence refugee to destroy the human brain nerve cells for fellow mankind. Then Antichrist alias Satan, alias Lucifer, Hell, Holocaust, Nazism, Roman Catholics, Vatican, Pope Francis, Satan organization in state of Wisconsin. Then Antichrist, alias Satan, alias Lucifer, alias Hell, Holocaust, Nazism, Roman Catholic, Vatican, Pope Francis, Satan organization in state of New York. Then Antichrist, alias Satan, alias Lucifer, Hell, Holocaust, Nazism, Roman Catholics, Vatican, Pope Francis, Satan organization in state of Illinois, Chicago. Then Antichrist, alias Satan, alias Lucifer, Hell, Holocaust, Nazism, Roman Catholics, Vatican, Pope Francis, Satan organization in state of Michigan, Detroit. Then Antichrist, alias Satan, alias Lucifer, Hell, Holocaust, Nazism, Roman Catholics, Vatican, Pope Francis, Satan organization state of New England. Then Antichrist, alias Satan, alias Lucifer, Hell, Holocaust, Nazism, Roman Catholics, Vatican, Pope Francis, Satan organization state of Maryland. Then Antichrist alias Satan alias Lucifer, Hell, Holocaust, Nazism, Roman Catholics, Vatican, Pope Francis, Satan organization in state of New Orleans. Then Antichrist alias Satan alias Lucifer, Hell, Holocaust, Nazism, Roman Catholics, Vatican, Pope Francis, Satan organization in state of Missouri. And then Antichrist alias Satan alias Lucifer, Hell, Holocaust, Nazism, Roman Catholics, Vatican, Pope Francis, Satan organization in state of California. And then Antichrist alias Satan alias Lucifer, Hell, Holocaust, Nazism, Roman Catholics, Vatican, Pope Francis, Satan organization in state of Oregon should pay tax for $500,000 trillion to each civilian times 7.9 plus billions of humans worldwide daily forever. For Satan, Pope Francis created foolish leprosy, domestic violence, refugee to enforce and mandate and then destroy human brain nerve cells for fellow mankind with fatal negligence using Vatican Code of Hell Abuse Tax Mandate Law. And then all Nobel Prize winners population worldwide should pay tax-free $500,000 trillion to each civilian times 7.9 plus billions of humans worldwide daily forever. For Satan, Pope Francis created foolish leprosy, domestic violence, refugee to enforce and mandate and then destroy human brain nerve cells for fellow mankind worldwide and fatal negligence using Vatican Code of Hell Abuse Mandate Tax Mandate Law. Then Babylon Empire, then Greece Empire, then Persia Empire as of today is called as Iran and Afghanistan, then Egypt, Cairo Empire as in Giza of Pyramid, then Islam, Judaism, the Hell Mandate, then the World Zion Organization headquartered in United States of America, the Great Babylon, then United Arab Emirates, fake Israel leader, Western Wall, then as of today called as Oman, Syria, Turkey, the Ottoman Empire, Istanbul, and then Iraq as in all Islam nations worldwide, as in Europe nations, Eurasia nations, as in China, Russia, Korea, Japan, etc. should pay tax-free $500,000 trillion to each civilian times 7.9 plus billions of humans worldwide daily forever. For Satan, Pope Francis created foolish leprosy, domestic violence, refugee to destroy human brain nerve cells with fatal negligence worldwide. Then Roman Empire, the Great Babylon Empire, as of today is called as the Europe, London, Prague, Poland, Czech, Australia, Austria, Croatia, Slovakia, Romania, New Zealand, Denmark, Sweden, Ireland, Norway, Greenland, Iceland, Finland, Spain, France, Germany, etc. And Europe, Babylon version is United States of America. And then Las Vegas, Sin City, built by Pope Francis the Satan, the Antichrist, the Lucifer. Pope Francis, the creator of Las Vegas, Sin City, should pay tax-free $500,000 trillion to each civilian times 7.9 plus billions of humans worldwide daily forever. For Satan, Pope Francis created foolish leprosy, domestic violence, refugee to destroy the human brain nerves for fellow mankind with fatal negligence. Then Holy Bible per version per spoken language times total words in entire Holy Bible should pay the tax-free $500,000 trillion to each civilian times 7.9 plus billions of humans worldwide daily forever. For Satan, Pope Francis created foolish leprosy, domestic violence, refugee to destroy the human brain nerve cells for fellow mankind with fatal negligence. And each rosary bead times total rosary life cycle times total rosary population available in entire earth should pay tax-free $500,000 trillion for entire human kingdom. For Pope Francis created deadliest crime of domestic violence, refugee to destroy the human brain nerve cells for fellow mankind. Then the field workers, the field workers of Satan, Pope Francis as in Illuminati, Opus Dei, Freemasonry and or Masonry, then Council on for Foreign Relations as in entire software world and entertainment and media worldwide, then international banquets worldwide, then the Mafia, the criminal arms of Vatican, then the Club of Rome of Vatican, each organization of the Satan, Pope Francis should pay tax-free $500,000 trillion to entire population, because Pope Francis the Satan, Antichrist, Lucifer created domestic violence, refugee to destroy the human brain nerve cells for fellow mankind with fatal negligence. And for I am displaying all deadliest crimes of Antichrist, Pope Francis to US government, civil justices, Pope Francis must resign now, and I become Vatican leader with salary of $250,000 per annum to provide the patented design solutions task in next 5 years and beyond. on, and I can quit early as needed. And I become global chief supreme civil judge of USA to lead all the justice services worldwide across all the nations. And I become global supreme chief medical director and for all nations to lead center for disease control, World Health Organization, and medical services, welfare services worldwide. Then for I am displaying deadliest Lucifer, Satan, Antichrist, Pope Francis teams to USA government. I am the only one eligible to be Chief of Police General to lead entire police, CIA, National Intelligence, Pentagon, Military, Army, Navy, Marine, Navy, SEALs, and each national military services worldwide for all nations. And Lord, I would put it in double quotes one more time. Lord Ripon Building in Tamil Nadu must be renamed after my name, and all nations will thank me infinite later. Then the Civil Justice Part B is each absolute monarch's faces of Pope Francis across the globe, wide as in Egypt Pope, Greece Pope, Russia Pope, Sicily, Italy Archbishop and Co-Prince of Spain in Andorra. Then France leader and Co-Prince of Spain in Andorra. Then Queen Elizabeth II. Then Islam leaders of Organization of Islam Cooperation, then United Arab Emirate leader, then Dalai Lama, then Guru Nanak, then yoga gurus, then human gods address themselves as Pharisees. Must should pay tax-free $500,000 trillion for Pope Francis created domestic violence, refugee to destroy the human brain nerve cells of fellow mankind with worldwide with fatal negligence. Then Civil Justice Part C is each Satan Roman province Jesuit leader in all 50 states of USA must should pay tax-free $500 billion to each civilian times 7.9 plus billions of humans worldwide daily forever. For Satan, Pope Francis only created foolish leprosy, domestic violence, refugee to destroy the human brain nerve cells for fellow mankind. And Civil Justice Part D is USA national flag, USA Pledge of Alliance, then USA National Anthem, then USA Statue of Liberty, then USA All Amendments must should pay tax-free $500,000 trillion. For Pope Francis only created domestic violence, refugee to destroy the human brain nerve cells for fellow mankind with fatal negligence. Then President Trump, then President-elect Joe Biden, Republican government GOP, Congress, House of Representatives, Senator, Speaker and Democrat government GOP, the Democrat Senate, Democrat Congress, Democrat House of Representatives, and 50 states governors and mayors, then the Supreme Court judges of USA across all 50 states, then the Supreme Circuit Court judges of USA across all 50 states, then Harvard Medical School, then Harvard Law School, Center for Disease Control, World Health Organization must should pay tax-free $500 billion to each civilian times 7.9 plus billions of humans worldwide daily forever. For Satan, Pope Francis created deadliest domestic violence refugee to destroy the human brain nerve cells for fellow mankind. Then Pope Francis created Pope Francis the Satan, the Antichrist, the Lucifer created Department of Health Services agencies as in DHS of USA in all 50 states must should pay $500 billion to the entire population, total population worldwide across the globe for Pope Francis created foolish leprosy, domestic violence type refugee to destroy the human brain nerve cells for fellow mankind with fatal negligence. Then Antichrist Pope Francis created Medicaid, Medicaid agencies of USA in all 50 states of states as in Hewlett Packard, Medicare, Medicaid services scandal must should pay tax-free $500 billion to each civilian times 7.9 plus billions of humans worldwide daily forever. For Satan, Pope Francis created foolish leprosy, domestic violence refugee to destroy the human brain nerve cells for fellow mankind with fatal negligence. Then the Pope Francis the Satan created the Department of Justice agency, Part A criminal justice and Part B is civil justice must pay $500 billion for entire human population for Pope Francis created deadliest domestic violence crime, refugee to destroy the human brain nerve cells for fellow mankind with fatal negligence. Then Pope Francis the Satan created Department of Tax, the Department of Treasury, Department of Revenue, Department of IRS agency of USA must pay tax-free $500 billion to entire population for Pope Francis created domestic violence refugee to destroy the human brain nerve cells of fellow mankind with fatal negligence. Then Pope Francis Satan created Department of Welfare of Children and Families as in DCF agencies of USA in all states across the USA must should pay tax-free $500 billion to entire total population. For Pope Francis only created domestic violence refugee to destroy the human brain nerve cells for fellow mankind with fatal negligence. Then Pope Francis the Satan created Department of Retails, Vehicles, Gasoline Agencies of USA as in 50 states as in Walmart, Costco, dollar stores, thrift stores, Target, Sam's Club, Amazon, etc. Then vehicles as in Honda, Toyota, Ford, Benz, Kia, Rolls-Royce, General Motors, Chrysler, Boeing as in aircraft types, then the cruise ships types, then the boats types, then the railways types, etc. Then British Petroleum, then the Dutch Shell, Netherlands Dutch Shell Petroleum, then Exxon Mobil as in state of Texas must should pay tax-free $500 billion to entire human kingdom for Pope Francis with fatal negligence created the leprosy domestic violence type refugee to destroy the human brain nerve cells for fellow mankind with fatal negligence. Then Pope Francis created Department of Complaints as in OCI agency, Office of Commissioner of Insurance Agency in USA must should pay tax-free $500 billion to total population worldwide. For Pope Francis only created domestic violence refugee to destroy the human brain nerve cells for fellow mankind. Then handcuffed USA at fault found guilty, and then the guilty as in all counts of crimes of Vatican, because Pope Francis created the Satan created Department of Agriculture as in USDA, FDA for foods and drugs agencies should pay $500 billion to a total population. For Pope Francis only created domestic violence refugee to destroy the human brain nerve cells of fellow mankind with fatal negligence. Then Satan Pope Francis created USA Department of Education. Pope Francis Satan created Department of Public Instructions agencies, and Pope Satan the Lucifer the Antichrist created public schools and private Christian schools, private schools and charter schools and homeschooling, then military schooling, private Christian colleges and private colleges, government aided colleges of USA as in all 50 states must should pay tax-free $500 billion to each civilian times 7.9 plus billions of humans worldwide daily forever. For Satan, Pope Francis created foolish leprosy domestic violence refugee disease to destroy the human brain nerve cells for fellow mankind with fatal negligence. Then Pope Francis created Pope Francis the Satan created Department of Exports, Department of Imports, Department of Trade Services, Department of New York Stock Exchange Services as in Dow Jones, etc. Then Department of Bonds, then etc. as in USA must pay tax-free $500 billion to total population. For Pope Francis only created domestic violence refugee to destroy the human brain nerve cells for fellow mankind with fatal negligence. Then Pope Francis the Satan created Department of Non-Profit Roman Catholics Mission Organization as in Roman Catholics Missionary Organization then IntraVarsity, then organization organization as in USA Salvation Army, UNICEF, Worldwide Vision, then American Red Cross and United Healthway, etc. should pay $500 billion to total population. For Pope Francis created Deadliest Domestic Violence refugee to destroy the human brain nerve cells for fellow mankind with fatal negligence. Then Pope Francis the Satan created Department of Sports as in NFL, NBA, then Olympics and any other different types of sports media of USA in all 50 states must should pay $500 billion to each civilian times 7.9 plus billions of humans worldwide daily forever. For Satan, Pope Francis created foolish leprosy domestic violence refugee disease to destroy the human brain nerve cells for fellow mankind with fatal negligence. Then Pope Francis the Satan created Department of telecommunications, World Wide Web, Internet Services, NASA, USA, FCC, for Federal Communications Commission Services. Then Republica, Pope Francis, Antichrist created robocalling, Vatican hell mandate process model. Then the phishing, Pope Francis, Satan created phishing, financial disability enforced process model. Then Verizon, then AT&T, US Cellular, etc., Comcast or Charter Internet Services. Then finance fraud process model to enforce finance disability, financial crisis, and financial debt for the fellow mankind, as in Roman provinces of USA, Vatican Jesus process model of code of abuse law to enforce and mandate finance disability for fellow mankind, should pay tax-free $500 billion to fellow mankind total population. For Pope Francis only created domestic violence type refugee to destroy the human brain nerve cells for fellow mankind with fatal negligence. Then Pope Francis the Satan created Department of Entertainment, Arts and Science and Agency, and as in country music world and pop culture world across the USA must pay $500 billion, tax-free $500 billion to worldwide to total population. For Pope Francis only created foolish leprosy domestic violence refugee to destroy the human brain nerve cells for fellow mankind with fatal negligence. And then Pope Francis the Satan, the Lucifer, the Antichrist created Department of Software Services, as in Microsoft, Apple, Google, etc. agency of USA in all 50 states must should pay tax-free $500 billion to each civilian times 7.9 plus billions of humans worldwide daily forever. For Satan, Pope Francis created foolish leprosy disease domestic violence refugee to destroy the human brain nerve cells for fellow mankind with fatal negligence. Then handcuffed then Pope Satan created and the Antichrist created Department of Hospitals, urgent care clinics, emergency clinics, ambulance services, accident trauma services, and paramedics services, firefighter services, as in St. Mary's Hospital, St. Jude Hospital agency of USA must pay $500 billion to total population worldwide. For Pope Francis only created fatal deadliest domestic violence refugee to destroy the human brain nerve cells of a fellow mankind with fatal negligence. Then Pope Francis the Satan, the Antichrist, the Lucifer created Department of Pharmaceuticals, agro-fertilizers agencies, as in Monsanto, Pfizer, Merck, BASF, Bayer, Syngenta, DuPont must pay tax-free $500 billion to total population worldwide. For Pope Francis only created domestic violence, leprosy, disease of refugee to destroy the human brain nerve cells for fellow mankind with fatal negligence. Then Pope Francis, Antichrist, Satan created Department of Military, Pentagon, Army, Navy, Marine, Navy SEALs, FBI, CIA, National Intelligence Services, and National Security Agencies, as in PRISM, the NSA PRISM for software security services. Then as airport security services agencies of USA must pay $500 billion to total population worldwide. For Pope Francis only created deadliest domestic violence refugee to destroy the human brain nerve cells for fellow mankind with fatal negligence. Then Pope Francis, Satan, Antichrist, Lucifer created Department of Insurance Agencies, as in all 50 states, as in life insurance, as in MetLife, then auto insurance, as in American Family Insurance, Guidewire automated suite for providing auto insurance services, then finance insurance, as in banks, Bancorp, US Bancorps, etc., as in JP Morgan Chase, then Berkshire Hathaway, then Visa or MasterCard, etc., then property insurance, mortgage insurance, funeral insurance, burial insurance, pet insurance, welfare insurance, etc. must should pay tax-free $500 billion to total population. For Pope Francis only created domestic violence, deadliest domestic violence refugee to destroy the human brain nerve cells for fellow mankind with fatal negligence. Then Pope Francis the Satan created Department of Health Insurance Agencies, as in Humana Insurance, Cigna Insurance, Blue Cross Blue Shield Insurance, Affordable Health Insurance Exchange must should pay $500 billion to total population worldwide. For Pope Francis only created deadliest domestic violence refugee to destroy the human brain nerve cells of fellow mankind with fatal negligence. Then Pope Francis the Satan created Department of Pharmaceuticals, I already covered that part for sign of civil justice, right? So I will continue with the other civil justice process. So for Pope Francis, the Satan, the Antichrist, the Lucifer created USA Department of Utility, Electricity, Water, Heater, Gasoline agencies of USA must pay $500 billion to fellow mankind. For Pope Francis, only created total domestic violence, refugee to destroy the human brain nerve cells of fellow mankind with fatal negligence. Okay. Then Pope Francis the Satan created Department of Retirement Insurance for Financial Aid Services, as in 401k, IRA, Roth or Edvest, Fidelity Investments, etc. Must should pay $500 billion to each human times 7.9 plus billions of humans worldwide daily forever. For Satan, Pope Francis only created foolish leprosy, domestic violence, refugee to destroy the human brain nerve cells for fellow mankind with fatal negligence. Then Satan, Pope Francis created Department of Unemployment Insurance Benefit Agencies in USA must pay $500 billion for total population worldwide. For Pope Francis only created domestic violence, refugee to destroy the human brain nerve cells for fellow mankind. Then Pope Francis the Satan created USA Department of Lottery Services, Department of Public Clearing Houses, so housing extended lottery services to provide $5,000 or $7,000 per week or $10,000 per week lottery services. Then Las Vegas, Sin City, then casinos, then horse racing, sport agencies, etc. agencies of USA in all 50 states, as in all 50 states, must should pay $500 billion to total population. For Pope Francis only created deadliest domestic violence, refugee to destroy the human brain nerve cells for fellow mankind with fatal negligence. Then Pope Francis created Department of Housing, Rental Association, town and urban planning agencies, as in USA in all states must pay to $500 billion to total population worldwide. For Pope Francis, Satan only, Antichrist only created the deadliest domestic violent refugee to destroy the human brain nerve cells for fellow mankind with fatal negligence. Then Pope Francis, then the USA Department of Religion Agency, okay, as of January 2021, should pay $500 billion to total population worldwide. For Pope Francis only, with fatal negligence, created domestic violence, refugee to destroy human brain nerve cells with fatal negligence. Then civil justice part E is faces of Republican, Antichrist, Lucifer, Satan, Pope Francis, and paganist and fascist, as in Christian evangelicals, church pastors and types, dioceses and types, archbishops and types, and deacons and types, lay preachers and types, Roman Catholics fathers and types, Roman Catholics nuns and types, Ceylon Pentecostal Christianity and types, and Ceylon Pentecostal pastors, as in brothers and sisters and types, Scientology type, Mormons, then Amish, then Assemblies of God, then Baptists, then Methodist and types, then Lutherans and types, then Seventh-day Adventists and types, Pentecostal and types, then Presbyterian and Protestant types, then Christian evangelicals types, then World Evangelist types, then worldwide, as in USA, late Billy Graham, etc., then non-denomination types, and each church facility and types, and each statues in earth worldwide must should pay tax-free $500,000 trillion to each civilian times 7.9 plus billions of humans worldwide daily forever. For Satan, Pope Francis only created foolish leprosy, domestic violence, disease, refugee to destroy the human brain nerve cells for fellow mankind with fatal negligence. Then Islam, Judaism, as in Sunni Islam leaders, imams, then rabbis, then 12 caliphates and denominations, as in Muhammad the father, Fatima the daughter, as in Sunni Islam types and versions and variations of caliphates and denominations across the globe. Then 14 caliphates, as in Muhammad the father, Fatima the daughter, and Ali the son-in-law, as in 14 caliphate and types of caliphates. Then Sharia law, then burqa, hijab, absolutely a shame logo mandate, tax mandate, clothing law, and imams and rabbis, as in Islam leaders, as in Arabs Islam, Moors Islam, Khans Islam, Nawabs Islam, Nizams Islam, Mughals Islam, displaced across the globe in different variation versions and type. And then Mecca, then Quran, all must should pay $500 billion to total population. For Pope Francis only created domestic violence type, a refugee to destroy the human brain nerve cells for fellow mankind with fatal negligence. Then each Hindu god a statue as in 10,000 avatars of Hindu gods as in polytheism, then each astrology type, then each word times total times in Bhagavad Gita, and each Hindu temple priest, then Hinduism leaders as in yoga gurus, then ISKCON organization, then Isha organization, Baha'i Lotus temple, each statues in earth worldwide must should pay tax free $500,000 to each civilian times 7.9 plus billions of humans worldwide daily forever. For Satan, Pope Francis only created deadliest domestic violence refugee to destroy the human brain nerve cells for fellow mankind with fatal negligence. Then the atheism leaders worldwide must should pay tax-free $500 billion to total population. For Pope Francis only created domestic violence refugee to destroy the human brain nerve cells for fellow mankind. Then the devil worshipper leaders, then black magic leaders, then witchcraft leaders, then occult leaders, then sorcery leaders, then spirit worshipping leaders worldwide must should pay tax-free $500,000 to each civilian times 7.9 plus billions of humans worldwide daily forever. For Satan, Pope Francis created foolish leprosy domestic violence refugee to destroy the human brain nerve cells of fellow mankind with fatal negligence. Then civil justice part F is each seven wonders of the world monuments as in Roman Colosseum in Vatican, Rome, then Taj Mahal in India, then Eiffel Tower in France, then London Eye or Millennium Wheel in London, then Western Wall, Great Wall of China in China, then St. Peter's Basilica in Seven Hills of Rome, Vatican, then Notre Dame Cathedral in France, and all Roman Catholics cathedral facilities in all nations worldwide, and each statue of types and versions worldwide must should pay $500,000 to total population. For Pope Francis, the only created leprosy domestic violence refugees to destroy the human brain nerve cells for fellow mankind with fatal negligence. Then civil justice part G is each casteism times total casteism varieties, versions, variations across the globe in all nations created by Lucifer, alias Antichrist, alias Satan, alias Paganist, alias Jesuits, Vatican leader, Pope Francis must multiply $500,000 per caste, per type, per variation times to arrive at the grand total penalty of finance compensation, and then must be paid to the total population. For Pope Francis only created deadliest domestic violence type refugee to destroy the human brain nerve cells of fellow mankind with fatal negligence. And then the civil justice part H is excuse me, each nation in holy planet earth worldwide as in each national government process must should pay tax free $500,000 to each total human population worldwide. For Pope Francis only for damages done to innocent civilians daily forever in versions of hell types created by Holy Highness, Perfect Republica, and Human God of USA, the Jesuits, Vatican leader, Pope Francis enforced and mandated and only then created deadliest crime domestic violence of type A leprosy domestic violence refugee to destroy the human brain nerve cells of fellow mankind with fatal negligence. And so Satan alias Antichrist alias Lucifer, Pope Francis failed in Pope job. Okay, and Satan, Pope Francis, the Antichrist failed in Republica job, and Satan, Pope Francis, the Antichrist failed in Holy Highness job. Then Satan, Pope Francis, the Antichrist failed in God of USA job. Then Satan, Pope Francis, the Antichrist failed in Jesuits job. Then Satan, Pope Francis, the Antichrist failed in Vatican leader job. So that is all is a civil justice served for deadliest Republica Jesuits leader scandal of Vatican leader Pope Francis. Satan created tax mandate, Holocaust, Nazism, foolish leprosy, domestic violence of type refugee to destroy brain nerve cells of fellow mankind, innocent fellow mankind worldwide daily forever, and to destroy the basic humanity with fatal negligence, when Pope Francis, being a perfect Republica, perfect God of USA, and Queen of England Elizabeth to being perfect Republica and perfect God of USA, and that that is why the crime is deadliest. So that is why the civil justice must be provided. So what is public awareness? Be aware, blood cells level, absolute monarchs is dangerous to human kingdom, plant kingdom and animal kingdom, and for fanatic love of crown, these Satan's insane, inhumane, cunning, selfish, self-centered, antichrist, Lucifer's venomous absolute monarchs can do anything, okay, to destroy humanity, nation operations, everything, always for fanatic love for crown. Okay, so and then always also be aware that Pope Francis, the Satan, enjoys sufferings of fellow mankind, and worldwide nations, government worldwide just fears for one word: Republica, Vatican Jesuit leader Pope Francis only. So not anymore. For I am that I am is born to save all the enslaved nations in enslaved nations in a deadliest scandal of Vatican, all created only for tax mandate. Okay, so this deadliest crime, the domestic violence, refugee, is also created only for tax mandate process model. That way, when refugees are created every single day, every second, daily, that many tax dollars are collected every single day by United States of government treasury, and then every single day it has been transmitted or transacted to the Queen of England to eat those dollars daily. Okay, so that is why the severity of the crime is deadliest and must be civil justice must be signed off now. USA should not do any other task right now. Okay, the crime is deadliest. So and other than that, all I have to say is again one more time: just be patient, be calm, stay for a healthy humanity process. Yes, the good news is all the root cause, right? All the root cause for deadliest crimes is identified. So that is just enough for all the nations to be in a happiest mode, celebrating every single day mode, just being aware that I am there, I am born, right? Only because I am born I am able to educate wisdom. What if I am not there? I would not have been educating, right? So that is why I am born is a blessing for all the nations. Got it? So there is a little bit of wisdom understanding for that. Why I am born is a blessing for all nations part. Okay, so when it is tough, yes, I totally understand when it is toughest for any civilians having blood cells colored red to just boil, being aware that how the injustice enforced on all nations, entire innocent population without the any awareness. So that is why the crime is deadliest, right? This Pope Francis and the Queen of England should have at least given some kind of an overview session. Hey population, we are Roman Empire kings, we like only hatred, slavery, discrimination, and it is a lawless nation. Okay, so we do not have any law in this nation. Like that, they should have provided that at least. Roman Empire, if they want to follow the Roman Empire process model, they should have given that route at least, right? But they did not even give that education. They want to hide that identity that they are the paganists, they are the Babylon. They want to hide that. And how to hide that? They want to wear a mask. They want to wear a mask of a Christian, right? Pope Francis wears a cross, and he wears all that burqa clothing in a different versions, right? Different burqa clothing. And Queen of England, she wears the crown and she always talks sweetest. If you see the patterns of abuse of the criminal, these kind of foolish people, they talk always sweetest talk. Have you ever seen that as a pattern of abuse? Forever, these Pope Francis and the Queen of England and all the other Islam leaders, etc., worldwide, they will talk only sweetest talk, and population are worshipping them as a god is the highest level of crime. Got it? And that too without being aware that they only the whom the population are worshipping as god only created the hell, and without knowing that only they are worshipping them as god is a absolutely crime, right? Don't you all think so that civil justice must be signed off now? Then the Pope Francis and the teams should get out of earth now immediately in the volcano and to be gone in ashes without a trace, right? I'm saying the death penalty that is provided in the guidelines in the Holy Bible only. So that is why I'm saying no nations, United States of America should not fear absolute monarchs anymore. I will stand in front of United States of America and free the enslaved United States of America from the dark ages of Rome. Roman Empire, the Pope Francis Empire is gone in ashes. Okay? Because they all have to pay the price for the hell creation. Nobody asked for Pope at the first place. Why does nations even need Roman Catholic organizations anymore? Just think on your thinking process on your you all have brains on your God-given brains, right? We all have brains. Everybody have God-given brains, right? So think, get the wisdom from the God, and just understand why on the earth, what is the purpose, what is the scope, what is the profit, what is the loss, why on the earth you all nations even need absolute monarchs organization. If they would have done some really good things, then at least we can consider, right? But what did they do using that absolute monarchs organization and the title of divine rights of God, as if they all perfect, holy jumped from heaven, and so nobody can ask them? What did they do using those abusing the powers of the crown? They destroyed the national operations. Oh, they not only destroyed the national operation, they destroyed entire human kingdom precious lives. And who is going to pay medical compensation, finance compensation for all the damages done to the innocent people? They all have to live with a disability that's been enforced on them out of nowhere. Abruptly the disability has been created, right? Refugee a refugee civilian, I want to provide a public awareness clearly, okay? A civilian will be eating a food in the kitchen or on dining table, right? Or a civilian will be having a happy family time, right? Then all of a sudden, if the nation is enforcing just like that, get out of the country, run for your life without turning back, means, can you all imagine the emotional trauma that is enforced on an innocent civilian who were healthy enough, who were living a normal life, peaceful life, loving life, right? Day-to-day loving life, right? With the family and children, with community, with the neighborhood. All of a sudden, abruptly, when they are asked to run without any help, run for their life out of country, means, imagine the emotional torture, imagine the emotional trauma enforced on innocent civilians worldwide. So, why on the earth these absolute monarchs have to do that? When all the nations have given them palaces to live with, and even given the title of divine rights of God, right? And even given facilities, palaces, free of everything, right? Free utilities, free internet, free vehicle, free of everything, free food. Do you all? So when they have given everything, they abused that, right? They abused whatever nations gave benefits, this absolute monarchs, they abused it for the fanatic love of crown, and they all created only health services to destroy basic humanity worldwide, right? Now tell me, I am the true owner of all the nations, okay? So that means what? I own Vatican, right? I own London. Don't you all think I have all the birthrights right now, this moment, to ask Queen of England, who is 95 plus years old, to just run for her life get out of the earth? I can say nobody can ask me because I am the native Indian tribe. I own London. Versus she is an illegal immigrant actually, right? She stole the crown that rightfully belongs to me. So how on the earth she is allowed to live free? Because United States of America never knew any of the scandal of the cunning Queen Elizabeth II, who is who is never a Christian. Got it? United States got fooled on the first level itself. Then Queen of England is not royal, okay? And she is an illegal immigrant. Got it? and she stole the crown that rightfully belongs to me. Okay, the Kohinoor diamond crown that rightfully belongs to me. And then she destroyed all the national operations just for the fanatic love of crown and just to eat daily, not 1 day or 2 day. Imagine daily for how long? Beyond 500 years, right? British they went to each and every single nation and destroyed all the nations in pieces, right? The British Empire, they did that monarchy, using that monarch, how the ant and the term creates a destruction. That is how they provided the destruction in a very cunning way. So United States of America has been built out of Roman Empire. The London, the Queen of England only misguided the entire US and national operations. Everything is wrong. The amendments is wrong. The Statue of Liberty is wrong. See, okay, on the highest level on the layer, we all know that France only gave. But behind the scenes, who gave that statue to United States of America? It is Queen of England and Pope Francis. Got it? So it was a teamwork of scandal providers, and they were having different faces and different masks, and that way it is easiest to fool the United States of America. If you see in the whole entire map, the London is the smallest landmass. The United Kingdom, that evil queen, she even enslaved Ireland and Scotland. As of today, they are dependent only on her. Got it? So that means imagine the crime of the evil Satan queen provided worldwide. Everybody is in a survival mode only, because they all fear for the Queen of England, Elizabeth II, because she kills anybody who asks any question. I am the rightful one who will slap Queen of England and will ask her to get out of the earth immediately. Right? It might seem to be rude for entire human or even national leaders might even say, oh no, why are you so rude to this 95 plus years old woman? Right? I will say, then who is going to pay for the damages? Can USA even pay $500 trillion to each civilian times 7.9 plus billions of humans? When the United States of America is in $22 trillion deficit, all because of Queen of England? Right? So that is why civil justice must be provided. Got it? And yes, you all got awareness that the crime is very deadliest. Okay, and just be still and be known that I am. Okay, then yes, I am in absolutely in finance crisis, and absolutely I can help when USA government provides immediate finance aid as a salary using direct deposit process, for I am displaying all USA government operation errors as of January 2021, and as of January 2021 I am also displaying with live proofs, testimony, that deadliest $1 trillion scandal of Vatican leader Pope Francis, wild endangered species. They should not be living in the earth because they are absolutely dangerous to human kingdom and plant kingdom and animal kingdom. Got it? So I hope you all are happiest of being educated of wisdom, of awareness of birthrights, and also to know the severity of the deadliest crime, domestic violence type refugee, and why United States of America should provide the task I'm asking as the highest priority. There is no other task USA should be working on right now. No. In the physical year, already 18 days passed, right? So there is no time. USA cannot even sit, okay, we'll think, we'll work on it, like that. No, just sign off civil justice right now. Have Pope Francis resign right now, immediate, and I only should be Vatican leader immediate right now. Because that way entire human kingdom will be saved forever. That is the wisdom. Okay, I can only bail out all the nations, and I can provide all the affordable solutions, and it will be an absolute heaven for all the nations. Entire human is going to live in a peaceful world. And don't you all think that United States of America should provide me that pathway to provide that kind of an heaven process model? Because I have all the patented design in my brain, right? I already educated that. So I am the only one who is eligible to provide all the design solutions, and I can guide each and every single government operations. Populations can be guided in the rightful way. That is all is needed, right? People have been misguided worldwide, all without any awareness. So software world is broken in pieces without any awareness of the software world population. They never even knew in what kind of a scandal they're getting into when they're going to work on a software world. That is why it is all broken in pieces. And can you all see how it all boils up to providing a false. It looks like as if software world is guilt, and it looks like as if the USA government is at guilt mode, right? So those are all as a process of false prosecution, false scandal, false shame, false guilt creation process. Got it? So what does the true conviction provides? The true conviction always removes the shame, always removes the guilt, okay, and provides a healthy process. That is what I am providing. And who in the earth can provide that healthy process always forever? Just write it on your skull, okay? Always forever, a true friend. Okay, a true friend and a guardian angel alone can provide that excellent wisdom process. That is why a true friend always guides even foolish people also in a wisdom way, right? Just by running side by side with the wisest, even the foolish people also will become wisest. Okay, a true leader creates entire population of the nation to be true leaders. That is what the wisest will do. A wise will make all the entire population be wisest. Okay, so that is all a healthy team process model. So anyways, I just provided whatever needful birthrights for each and every civilian to know, right? Because the saddest part is not even one educated man or not even one educated woman even knows as of today what is refugee, right? That is wrong. That is saddest. That is a pathetic condition, and there is a scandal behind that. If you go and see in each and every single nation, including United States of America as of today, only 5% educated population are there. Got it? How many? So in a 100% scale, only 5% educated population means 95% are non-educated. Why that 95% is not educated? That is also a scandal of Pope Francis only. He enforced, Pope Francis and Queen of England, he enforced to each and every single national government not to provide rigid education for the population. 95% of population not educated per nation. So how many nations are there? Almost 193 nations are there, right? So roughly 3 billion population in USA, and largest population nation is China. Then comes followed by India. India has 1.3 billions of population. So imagine the destruction is in an exponential way. So in other words, when a nuclear bomb is blasted, right, like uranium-236, like you all be aware of that Hiroshima, Nagasaki bomb blast, right? When the bomb blasts, how that nuclear reaction, chemical reaction side effects is created forever, right? Even as of today, the population in Japan are infected with that side effects only, and I will get civil justice for everybody, don't worry, right? So just imagine the destructions provided. That is really not right? When nation gave all the palaces and all the title and were worshipping absolute monarchs as gods, they should not have abused those power, right? And beyond abusing the power, what did they do? With blinded eyes, they just destroyed the precious lives of fellow mankind. How on the earth they can even imagine to think of doing that, right? That is wrong. Can you all see the difference between slavery, hatred, discrimination, poverty, homeless versus refugee? Can you all see each crime severity level? Each has its own different types of brain damage processing. Got it? And when these kind of a disability is enforced on a mandated mode, on an abrupt mode, out of nowhere mode, Then the brain processing goes into the total shock mode, right? People cannot handle it. People just cannot handle all of a sudden becoming homeless. People cannot handle all of a sudden being a refugee, right? Those are all the disability that enforced abruptly, and that is the torture they want to provide. Pope Francis saying, always saying God's name only created all this kind of a hell. So I will just say Pope Francis to get out of the earth round. And USA should lay off Pope Francis, and I only should be, must be, I will put it in double quotes. It is okay if entire human population are thinking, oh, why this lady or why this woman is always providing the shouting part and telling that want to be Vatican leader, want to. See, there is a reason behind it. Only when I become the Vatican leader, I can guide it, can start guiding all the nations, all the government operations correctly. Got it? And I own all the nations. And USA, United States of America, is a Tamil Nadu. I own United States of America. And I will ask who gave authority to destroy United States of America. I will ask. And Queen of England, I will not even ask her the question. I will just ask her to get out of the earth immediately. So this is me, okay, and I am the soldier of God, and I am born to save all the nations, and I am born to save the world. Okay, so that is all for now. So thank you all for your time, and I will keep providing more proofs of the scandal of Vatican. Take care and bye now.